Hey kiddies, it's your old pal Joker here. Hey YouTube land, it's Tychonders doing another action figure review, and this time it's for the DC multiverse McFarlane the Joker. Now this, I believe, is the Arkham Knight version of Joker. I hope I got that right. I know there's a couple of different iterations of him. I believe there is Arkham Knight, Arkham City, and what's the other one? Actually, I'm not sure. Just say Arkham Asylum. Sorry, this is the Arkham Asylum version of Joker, as it says on his collectible card that comes with him. I should have just checked that first. So on the back of the card, you get a little bio on him. I'll try and hold that there if you want to read that. It's pretty much just a rundown of the 2009 video game version of him. And then you have an image, which is the same image that's on the back of the box. The box is pretty much the standard black and white, blue version of the packaging. It just shows other figures on the bottom. So you have Batman from the same game. You have the Wonder Woman from the 1984 movie with the golden armor. You have a Superman, which I've already reviewed, and I can't remember which version of the Superman it is. It's the Action Comics 1000, I think it was. There is another Batman, which I think is Detective Comics version, and then you have the Wonder Woman 1984 in her kind of standard traditional blue, gold and red uniform. Got a giant logo on the side, Arkham Asylum, and then you got the Joker name, and then it's pretty much a standard packaging for all these figures. It does say it has 22 moving parts. So before I proceed with the figure, and he does have a tendency not to want to stand for me, so I'm not sure, that could be one nitpick about him already. He comes with the basic standard DC collectibles base, which has a DC logo on it that's done in black on a black base, so I'm not sure why they went that way. They should have just done a white logo, so it would have been a bit more nicer to see. Would have made it a little nicer looking, I suppose. It does have a single peg hole. He has two peg holes on his feet, one on either side, so you can put his foot on which peg or whichever peg you want. He also comes with two of these chattering teeth things. Now, it's been a long time since I played the game, so I can't remember if these were explosive or they were just kind of more an annoyance thing. But he does have one with a closed mouth and one with an open set of teeth. He can kind of hold them in his left hand. It is kind of slightly more open palm, so he can just sit them on his wrist or on the hand, and he will hold them. Especially the open one. I'm not too sure about the closed mouth one. I suppose you can get both of them on it. Yeah, you can kind of just rest them on his hand. They can't really hold it in his pistol grip hand. Now, the pistol was a pain in the butt to get in, so I might or may not take it out of the hand. But he does come with a pistol. Yeah, it's trying to fight me to stay in the hand. He does come with this silver and black pistol. The handle is black. The main body of the pistol is silver. It looks like a kind of standard 6-barrel kind of, Smitten Western style pistol, except with a kind of more square barrel to it than the rounded ones. So I'm not sure if there's a specific name for that style of pistol, but he does come with that. Face sculpt wise, I do like it. I know some people have criticized it, saying that it doesn't look exactly like how he looked in the video game, but I do like the smiling, snarling look. He does kind of remind me a bit of the one from the Injustice game as well, so he has that kind of look to him. And then for articulation, he can do he can sit not much, so I'll just leave him that. So he does have the ball joint on the head, so you get good range of movement on the head. You get some side tilt. You can do a 360 on the head if you so wish. And just look at that evil grimacy smile on him, which is pretty sweet. You have the arms can go all the way around. He does have that weird kind of extra piece for the butterfly joint. It's not, as far as I know, it's not in a pure butterfly joint, but it just hides the joint a bit more. He has an upper swivel on the bicep. He has dual hinge elbow, so he can get his arm way over the 90-degree bend. It's almost a 180-degree. His hands are on those kind of standard McFarlane ball pegs, so you have a swivel on it. You can hinge it up and down, or if you twist it the right angle and then twist the actual wrist, you can get different poses, so you can get in and out or up and down depending on which way you twist the hand and the wrist. He has it's a hidden joint, but he has a actual double joint here. So he has a waist joint, but he also has the midsection joint. It is a bit hindered by this overcoat. It is a rubber, slightly more rubber piece, but it does give him a bit more range of movement. You can crunch quite forward and crunch back quite a bit. He even has what looks like a sculpted shirt underneath, just where the top of the pants is. He does have swivel. I'm not sure if you can swivel. You could possibly swivel the upper one, but it might pop it out of joint. He can do splits that much. He has that kind of standard McFarlane joint system. So he has a tiny bit of twist at the top of the thigh, but not much. He does have a good kick forward. He can kick back quite a bit. He can actually do splits quite a bit. He does have the dual jointed knee, so he can do a full nearly 180 on his legs as well. It's a well over 90-degree bend. He does have rocker joints. I think he should have the same ankle joint as pretty much all of them, which is the same kind of ball joint, but you have to manipulate it to get side to side or forward and back on it. Then he has toe cut, which looks like he's broken his foot. But as I said, on mine only does have the 2 peg holes. He does have a tendency to not want to stand. You have to get him in that kind of sweet spot just to get him to stand properly. But he does look really good when you have him standing and in different poses. You can even get him just kind of looking quite menacing as a good looking character. So if I just push him, bring him back a bit and see if I can get him to stand, if he will. So he is really, really cool. And then for actually, I'll just bring the tape measure first. So for scale wise, he stands just around the 7-inch scale. And then for size comparison, for other figures in similar scale, here he is with the MK11 Scorpion. And because he's the only Batman I have that's supposed to be in 7-inch scale, and he's going to look tiny next to him. Here he is with the Keaton Batman. You see he doesn't really scale up too great with him. That's the old NECA one. And for another size comparison for a kind of standard human size figure, here he is with Preacher from, or Jesse Custer from Preacher from the NECA line. And just for one more McFarlane figure, because I have her handy, here he is with the Dark Bomber Fortnite figure. So you can see she stands a little bit taller than some of the figures. So the scale varies between the lines. I mean, NECA and McFarlane generally tend to do slightly different variations on their scaling. So each figure line will have, either minute differences. But overall, he's a really cool figure. I do recommend picking him up. And as I say in my videos, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to help grow my channel. And you should be able to get this guy pretty reasonable. He is up on places like Amazon, Big Bad Toy Store. He does tend to be a little bit more pricey on eBay. I got mine from, was it Amazon? I want to say I got mine on Amazon. In fact, I can't remember where I got mine. In fact, I think I got mine from Smith's, actually, the Irish retailer over here. He was out of stock for ages, and then he came back into stock, so they had him for online delivery, so I got him through that. But overall, I do recommend picking him up. He's a great looking Joker. I know there's a different Joker in the McFarlane line. There's the one with kind of GCPD battle, or the SWAT team suit. I've never seen that one in person, but it kind of looks interesting. Again, I think it's based off a specific comic series, which I've never read. But I do like some of the McFarlane stuff that he's been pumping out for the DC line. I do intend picking up some of the other figures as well. I do have Grim Knight on the way, just because he looks completely badass, because he's Batman with tons of guns, and he's basically Bat Punisher, or Punisher Bats. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as I say in my videos, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I know I already said that, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Cheers.